Yo. Just letting that nice, beautiful music play. Nice intergalactic tune. With your host here, EXP, welcome to the story of Honkai Star Rail 2.2, Then Wake to Weep. Starring two banners that will be coming up, are already up, like Robin's already up right now. Along with Topaz, if I recall, yeah, and then Boot Hill and Fushuan will be the next, second banner up. Okay, I'm just going to jump right into the game. Got to download them resources, as I know, because I just did the update earlier today. Almost had some technical difficulties trying to get the recording to work up, and everything's working smoothly. So now we just gotta wait. I'm gonna probably skip this part in the video, so I just skip right ahead. All right. Now we're just going to get started. I mean, with all the theories that are coming out now, Misha being related to the watchmaker, which is Mikhail, and their name kind of meaning Mikhail, could be Mikhail, or just the grandson of Mikhail. And Mikhail may have been, watchmaker may have been a trailblazer, because he got a trailblazer-like ticket from his was it grandfather, father, some relative. I mean, I'm just trying to get all the info back. It's been a while since the 2.1 update story. Now I'm on to 2.2. I do a lot of the try to do many like gameplay videos, playthroughs of certain games that I'm starting to take up the initiative to play. I do live streams, but yeah, I kind of want to kind of get ahead and catch up on like some of the current games right now. All right, so we got the Gift of Odyssey, we got that. The Fool Always Rings Twice. The secret lying within the shadows of Penacony has already been revealed, yet the countdown to Charmony Festival continues. I did do a look online about the update info and got a glimpse. It's something Reef, the location. Apparently that's the real Penacony. You can tell it kind of looks a bit worn down. It makes sense to me. Like all the beautiful looking dream world you're looking at is not exactly. It's not exactly the sunshine and rainbows you're hoping for. It's actually deeper than that. It's much more darker and a much of a shadow. So we are going to investigate the shadows. The real Penacony. That's what we're going to investigate.
Mr. Svarog!
While you go ahead and dance with Mr. Svarog. Clara, let me go ahead and see what we got here. Robin should be here. I'll go to her banner in a minute. Yeah. Now let me go to the banner. Yeah, there it is. And you have Topaz. Flowing Night Glow. I've been wanting to get Topaz before, but I just wasn't sure at the time. I think it was like another character I was trying to get or something. I just want to see what happens. It's funny, you do like 10 pulls versus 1 pull sometimes. You get the good pull, the great pull, even from a single one. More so than like the 10 pulls. Didn't have something? Huh. Well, it's a lot of things. Alright, so we need to go. So it's called The Great Train Robbery. Continue the story from the designated express location. Despite adventuring, revealing the family's dark secrets in Penacony to all at the cost of his own life, the countdown to Charming Festival continues thanks to the operations of the family's united efforts. At the same time, the Astral Express seems to have welcomed an uninvited guest. Ooh. Is it who I think it is?
Newsflash! Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by Clockie's
Boot Hill.
TikToks. After 12 system hours, this grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
I thought it was Boot Hill. Alright, so what do you want, bro? It's the outfit, though.
I already told you. We can talk things out.
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you all.
He has a target on his eyes.
Since you already know what
his
you're
iris.
doing,
Ain't that something?
I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
Pull a gun right up on us.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
A Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
Did something happen to the Galaxy
righteous
Rangers?
heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
Actually, yes it is.
Probably is.
Yes it is.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Rangers' current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
So did many of them die?
This is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a
See,
bit
Dr.
about
Primitive mentioned.
Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive.
By
and they're
Dr.
in
Primitive?
some valley screwing around on swings.
What?
Of course.
I really want to know
I
this
know
Dr.
you
Primitive,
won't
bro. This is the third or fourth time I heard it.
Why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless. See the bullets in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head.
Posture just like that one.
Allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes. So, you all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
Pretty brash.
Recognize this?
It's a Muddle-Fudgin, the Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The CN Joe really gave this to you guys?
Muddle-Fudgin?
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Shenzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Shenzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express.
Huh. Well,
Is that enough?
enough proof for you, buddy?
Not bad, kiddo.
Good.
And
I'm about
across
to take
these
that gun
sprawling
and-
stars, a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon that'd be one fudging sight to behold.
Fudgin.
Now it's your turn.
Is that a word I'm going to be hearing from often?
Rangers had the spotlight shown on
Fudgin.
'em. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets, but I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is easy as pie.
I really want to know what happened to them. He said Dr.
All right,
Primitive.
then.
I was like,
Feel free to toss any questions my way.
that's
Let's
another
see
character.
if my answers can't turn your trust. If your gut tells you otherwise, Still ain't too late to show me the door.
And why would I play along?
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger, you stand to lose nothing.
I believe you. I believe you
All right,
are.
then. Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
My friend, this question is a hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with.
I know he's a cyborg,
Everyone's
so
on
that's,
their own fated path.
I know that's why his
along,
voice is the way it
with
is.
their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
Man, I wonder how he became a cyborg.
This
What
reply
happened?
does not instill trust, and only makes your predicament more precarious.
I know the IPC is a target
I'm
of his
guessing you're gonna
vengeance,
ask about
apparently.
some
Reading some of his
form
details
shared
online.
Faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line.
A shared bottom line,
Never
you say?
bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundamental bottom line that one must never cross as a person.
Well,
As
got some
Galaxy
righteous
Rangers,
moral standards there,
we
bro.
strictly adhere to the bottom line. When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking. At this
Interesting.
moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it, you're free to do whatever you please. You catch my drift?
Second question. Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a matter. But I don't have an invite. And I can't even enter the family's hotel doors.
I'm sure it's about
If
Acheron.
only I could borrow the Nameless's identity.
I mean, I don't know if there's any other
The
reason.
entire cosmos knows you're guest of the family.
So,
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
Well, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. The son of a nice lady posing as one of us.
yeah.
She's
yeah.
on Penacony right now.
I hear you, bro.
informant is a memo keeper. She's the same
Yeah, that
as
phone
all
call.
nomadic
I remember that.
organisms, appearing one moment and gone the next. She scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some vital info.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter. Who is it?
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
That's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed to follow.
Turn their back on the path they're supposed
I
to
had the good
follow.
fortune of running into an elation emanator. Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns.
Relation
If it weren't
emanator.
for sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status.
Got it
Even
drunk?
in the purest
Huh.
hunt, you'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are inevitably concepts created by people and exist in planes beyond our understanding. To reckon that nihility emanators don't exist, well, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough. So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger, and it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to him. But I'd advise you to move fast.
Oh,
We don't know what's happening.
definitely got
in
some
the dreamscape
concerns,
or
definitely.
how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do?
Excuse me. There's some deep lore here.
I don't
Ah, there
intend to
she
do
is.
anything.
That's not up to you.
Whoa, who is that?
Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground.
Who is that
And
talking?
then they will unanimously raise their heads to gaze at the sky.
That haunting voice. Oh,
Be it
who is that?
reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity. Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence.
Oh, bro.
But now this night sky has been
This is creepy, dude.
severed, dyed with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a blade.
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's not the point. Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet.
All right, see that bird.
Even if the harmony is all embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake of Penacony and the peace.
Oh my goodness. Who in the world are you, bro?
Planet of festivities
Wow.
has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to tread the illuminated stage.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others. Penacony's Dream Master.
It's the Dream Master.
That's
It's the
just another
what?
reason that you can't stay.
Dude.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me.
You're communicating to all those people, bro.
We are one.
Oh, don't tell me it's like a leisure, like we are many kind of thing.
Is
Oh
this
my
the
goodness.
unity that the family espouses?
What in the world?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated.
Ah.
The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes,
Sheesh.
and mouths,
What?
joy across dreams when required. And in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven.
So the Dream Master is just a spread among
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave Penacony.
the dream world of Pentagon. Like this is them.
That you're an
Their body's been gone.
Alas, I'm not asking.
Oh my goodness, that voice, bro.
If you think you can.
You think you can?
Are
my boy.
you threatening me?
He's like, oh yes, she is.
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat. Knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
Oh.
You are confident, but be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The cords of the harmony extend across worlds.
I mean, that voice just sounds just haunting, honestly.
When the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime.
Eternal Centurion. What was it said before? I'm trying to remember.
Individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master.
Really?
Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body.
What?
And here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
And you will die. I mean, all of you will.
Oh, bold term.
But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river. Leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility. And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin to all. Acheron, a befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome.
Yeah.
Its future holds nothing
bird
but
surprised.
nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Ix, the nihility. Wow. Dude, that conversation is deep. So we're switching to Robin's point of view? At the same time, Golden Hour.
The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme park. The family has promptly responded to secure the area, and we're happy to report that there have been no injuries.
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it vanished in an instant before my very eyes.
I can hear the singing in the
Excuse
background.
Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park incident?
Yeah,
There she is.
What about it? Oh, Miss Robin, am I seeing things right?
No need to worry. I apologize.
Now, when
for any
is this?
inconvenience caused to your delightful dream
Is this
journey.
before her so-called
What you just
death?
mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest. Would you mind providing more
Or-
details about the incident?
Oh, It was just
Or
those chips you normally see everywhere.
because you know
the green ones, they fell from the sky as if it were raining.
what's her name?
And then
Dang
those
it.
chips simply
It's in the back of my head.
disappeared. It appears to be the dream sim tech the Iris family has been developing.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean those chips were all part of a performance? But I really...
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival, but it seems it's been leaked. Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips were supposed to be part of my act.
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Festival a success.
Thank you. As appreciation, I'd like to give you a token gift.
You know who has that button?
This button is...
Press it at
We already know who
right
has that
moment in
button.
the celebration. There could be an unexpected treat in store for you.
Just by that change of
All right.
voice.
It looks like there are other
Yeah.
guests who are also confused. I'll have to excuse myself. Please, enjoy the dreamscape. So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Yeah, so that's supposed to be I know, sorry. I was like, what was the name of that character in HSR, man? It's like, come on, man. It's in the back of your mind, man. Yeah, Sparkle. Sheesh Louise. How could I forget that name, man? It's like the name's at the back of my mind, for crying out loud. Yeah, when he gave the button, I was like, oh, Sparkle. So she's disguised, just by the way you're talking, she's disguised as Robin right now.
Don't worry. I won't tell anyone. I can't wait for your performance.
Because it's at the same time, right? And we know Robin got, was taken out by,
will affect my joints.
apparently, by Gallagher. So now it's just,
Can I drive it without a license?
just walking around. But let's get to the destination.
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park. And soon after, a rip tore through the sky, and black rain started leaking out of the void. The family needs to provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return to reality. I thought the dreamscape was supposed to be a paradise. If it's not, then there's no point staying here.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape. However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the problem. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as a guest, I don't wish to gamble with my life.
But as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected in this incident. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life,
I want to dance to the beat in the background.
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC, so let's not have any more unnecessary incidents.
Okay.
of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence,
We will spare no effort in our preparations. Rest assured. To express
The
our
same
apologies,
button.
the family has arranged this gift for the guests. Thank you for
I
understanding.
don't know if it's like an explosion trigger or what.
I could stay here, but keep in mind.
I just like having Teens of Fushuan. I hope to get her light cone in the next banner running up.
Hello.
I mean, I don't know about getting Boot Hill, but Fushuan will be banner next, so
There's been a small rehearsal mishap
her
at
light
Clock
cone will be
Studios
available.
theme
So
park.
give it a
Please
shot.
Stay calm.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin? Who do you think you're talking to?
Ho ho ho!
I'm
Somebody in
sorry.
trouble.
I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I'm still not too used to working on the streets. I didn't realize it was you. I'm so
Don't
sorry.
worry. Apology accepted. It's alright.
Don't sweat it. You guys have a tough job. I know how it is. How's the situation looking?
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no threats have been detected. We can expect order to be restored soon.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no incidents occur.
I trust you guys. But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it? It's okay. Feel free to speak your mind.
Well,
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent? And the Galaxy Ranger who easily cut through the sky?
Miss Robin, to tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it. The myriad factions on Penacony have already been causing unease for everyone.
Uh-huh.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. The representative from the IPC, he's trying to regain ownership of Penacony and is prepared for a hostile takeover. Of course, the family did not agree. The result of the failed negotiations is as you see it now.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend the troublemaker in the end?
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and I'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily. Therefore, we are relying on you hounds to maintain the order and stability of the dreamscape.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously. We won't let those IPC cronies get away with this.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy, please tell them on my behalf that protecting the dreamscape requires everyone's help. This is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests.
Another
There's
one.
for you too. Please, open it at the Charmony Festival for an unexpected
This is gonna
surprise.
do something, bro. Come on.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin. It
Sparkle.
feels like I'm dreaming.
Oh, you're gonna bring a lot of mischief. Oh
I
man.
am in a dream.
But maybe mischief with a purpose.
Trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war.
Yeah, Sparkle's an interesting
The
character.
dreamscape's peace will be protected by the Bloodhound family.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin.
If trouble comes knocking on our...
Same statements. Everybody's always dancing over there, but bro. You're getting that groove on, huh? Okay, let's go, let's go.
Miss Robin? That's the renowned cosmic superstar, Miss Robin!
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored. Welcome to Penacony, a world filled with wonderful dreams.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin! Shouldn't you be preparing for the Charmony Festival?
Preparation is important, But the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. If there's a chance to sing with everyone,
No,
I will not refuse.
Harmony Aeon is referred to as the Great
Regarding
One.
the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apologies to everyone.
But still,
But, are you,
you know,
sure
the
it was
family
actually
claims
a
they're
mishap?
fulfilling the
Everyone
harmonies.
saw those chips descending like rain in the red light, tearing through the sky.
Harmony's path and
Claiming
everything,
it was
but
merely special
without what
effects
Acheron
seems
said,
a bit far-fetched.
I think they're working
Plus,
opposite
I
of the
met
harmony
that generous gentleman.
and don't know it,
He looked
don't realize it,
really out of it and kept talking to himself.
or they are aware.
Is this also part of the performance?
Everyone kick out of
Please
talking
do
to
not
himself.
panic. I believe that the family will give everyone a satisfactory answer in due time.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin. It's hard to believe.
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never ending. It just goes on and on. I'm getting
I figured
really
she was gonna get
of
tired.
this.
I figured, hey, like maybe she was gonna get tired of
Miss
this. Kid.
Robin?
Like, come on, man. Let's
Still,
just
I
move
suppose
on.
I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness, after all.
Huh? What was I just doing?
Uh-huh.
And, who might you be, miss?
Here, take this, little
Oh.
guest. This gift has been specially prepared for you by the family.
She just switched back to herself.
Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around you. You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
I am really gonna be excited what you got cooped up with that sparkle. Oh boy.
We're back to where it all began.
Hey, Firefly.
You entered the golden hour from this place.
So Firefly
And
is
it is
Sam.
also from here we will enter
Henshin.
the True Penacony.
Transformation. The Land of the
It is a
Exiles.
pleasure
Transformation.
to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you.
Yes, go ahead.
As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam.
Are you... Ooh, interesting question. Are you Firefly's soul?
I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme?
Uh-huh.
In that instant before it killed me, I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme.
You see,
That's why I instructed
Silverwolf.
Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to
I
the
see.
Dreams Hotel. I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join.
Okay.
However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script.
Oh, the script.
I didn't get a chance to explain it to you.
So,
It is how you see
destiny
now.
fulfilled.
I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria miasma exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality. But after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from
So
this
she did it.
beautiful
She arrived down
the
there.
dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name?
Land of the
Land
Exiles.
of the Exiles.
That's the True Penacony that you
And so,
just mentioned.
Then
Land
I
of the
returned to
Exiles.
the hotel in the dreamscape,
Huh.
hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield.
So you wanted to fight us, that's why.
All my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one.
So are we now beneath?
That's it. That is all that's happened so far.
We're getting closer to the True Penacony? Wow. So basically, you're saying, quote, end quote, that you got to see the world. You try to tell me you did this, you did the battlefield, you did all that. But you were following a script. You couldn't defy that. Yeah. The whole thing with the script thing, the fate, the destiny of the Trailblazer, I mean, of the main character, Trailblazer. It's really something. I really want to meet this Elio. You know, I saw that cat. I wonder if that... What if that cat that I saw in like that trailer with where the Celeron hunters, if that cat, it was actually Elio. That would be so that that'd be interesting. Do I completely understand? I'm still a bit confused.
I know it's tough to believe all this.
I'm still
reservations.
trying to wrap my head on a lot of just all that just happened up to this point.
You are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you. Now, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes.
Okay.
Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has arrived.
Oh no, is it the death meme? Churning, ravaging your consciousness. After a piercing screech, a thick, ferocious surge of memoria crashes into your chest, churning and ravaging. Your consciousness becomes like scraps of paper caught in a whirlpool, breaking apart, dissolving, and dispersing within the turbulent, muddy current. Innumerable voices resonated through the symphony of memoria like roaring thunder, and among them, one echo stood out with exceptional clarity. You knew it came from the girl beside you. Your hearts beating to the same rhythm, peaceful and even more peaceful. Until in that quiet darkness, memories ripple into existence. I know, I'm just playing my voice. No, like, creatively.
I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's license?
Yeah, there's that. You see him with the suit, and you see her with that nice out.
That
wow.
Is surprising.
I see the little green-looking scars.
This is Japella, the city of sins.
Oh, they're in Japella.
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you'd like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body.
Is she trying to defy most of the script? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that vibe. She is not really liking to follow the script. Yeah. A long silence ensued. Neither of them brought up any topic seemingly accustomed to this silence. I know it's interesting to see him drive that car. Yeah. It wasn't until much later that a soft sigh once again broke the quiet in the car.
Such a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Is that also part of the script?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance.
Yeah, this whole thing about
it's a bad habit.
Defying fate,
What about you,
this
then?
script that apparently
Is this the moment you finally find the
he's been
death
trying to
you've been
find
looking
that
for?
that paradise.
As always, it's a
But
blank slate.
he just can't get
It's
it.
not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Unless something happens
Because
much
I'm
later in the story.
currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver.
Huh.
I just want to get there in one piece.
Been staying up all
This
day,
car
huh?
has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise,
Oh
are
boy.
aware of our predetermined end.
I'm curious what their
But
predetermined
before that
end
moment
is supposedly.
arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation.
Yep.
That's your next stop.
Penacony.
Land of the Dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Yeah. Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Mr. Yang, you're here too.
Close your eyes. This is the answer.
Wait,
Isn't it incredible?
are we here?
The monster
This rundown.
always known as Death is actually the guardian of
the-
the Land of the Exiles.
So is a guardian of the Land of the Exiles.
It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams
What?
and bringing them here.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape?
So it's the guardian that
appears
leads
to be
people
a
here.
cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef.
Dreamflux Reef. That's the name.
Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker.
Ah,
Since
thought
Dreamflux
so.
Reef
Thought
is
so.
where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed. But from the whispers of the residents, they've heard a familiar name.
Ah, Gallagher.
Gallagher.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him.
So
Himeko
he's
and
here.
March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
The real dreamscape. The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
Let's walk around, get some stuff here and there. I mean, I honestly don't do too much reading in the documents, but eventually I will, so I can get more on the lore of this game, etc. Side lore, things I didn't really know about that I could find out if I read the text. Sometimes just read most of the text. Don't know how to make videos on it, maybe. Because I do lore. I want to do lore analyses, so maybe I might try to do a little bit of this, maybe. But I know one game I'm still like. There's lots of games I still got it. Hi-Fi Rush, and then I want to do my own like reaction clippings of Persona 5 Royale because I was planning to do that long ago and I haven't gotten back to that. So we're gonna talk to everybody. Let's talk to Firefly.
I'm really sorry for waiting until now to tell you everything.
So, tell me why couldn't you reveal your true identity?
2 reasons.
Yeah, the script. Here we
Firstly,
go. The script.
The script.
Yes, yes.
In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. I tried to break the shackles of the prophecy, but this is as far as I could go.
Alright, at least now I understand the fight a little bit more.
There were
all part of the
also
script.
my personal motives. I wished to travel with you as Firefly.
Really?
And not Sam.
Well, you know, honestly, I didn't really take it personally. I figured, you know, this whole thing with Elio and this script, after encountering the Celeron Hunters, learning about my so-called destiny, supposedly everything, Kafka, Blade, everything, I'm just like, I think I'm going to take it too personally, so it's alright.
Thank you.
Do the Celeron Hunters also want a piece of the legacy?
Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. It means that the Watchmaker's legacy holds great significance to trailblazing. And to you.
I mean, I wouldn't be
Elio's
surprised.
Scripts used to revolve and expand around certain specific Stellarons.
The whole Misha connection and everything.
But with your
and
appearance,
Watchmakers.
this condition
Connection
has
with
apparently
Trailblazers.
ceased to be appropriate. Perhaps he also saw the impossible in the future.
So who exactly really is Sam?
Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about? Well,
I thought it had an acronym.
it belongs
I
to
thought it had an
the
acronym.
Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline.
Okay.
A Firefly Type 4 Tactical Heavy Assault Mech.
Strategic
It is
Assault
the
Mech.
cradle
Sam.
Of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth.
It's what keeps you alive, huh?
And for the longest time it was how I should have looked to the rest of the world.
You know, those colored cracks on her face is kind of getting me to concern and getting me to think that perhaps, because she's called herself Firefly after the name of the unit, it is keeping her alive. How long, I wonder? She said predetermined end. I don't want to... I mean, I don't want to think on the negative side. Like, I mean, this script thing could lead to some very sad, depressing moments down the road, or even some hard and serious. I mean, like, with games like these, man, as much as they can move you to the various things that could go on.
The scale of Dreamflux Reef differs
This
from
is getting
reality.
deep.
So we mustn't lower our guard. You're sensitive to Memoria. A slight misstep, and you could get lost in this memory zone.
I'm just glad she's alive, she's well, and all that. That's what I'm grateful for. Acheron's blade slash.
No wonder Miss Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. It's hard to imagine such terrifying power could reside in an ordinary sheath. If it weren't for the fact that Aventurine's power originated from the preservation, the entire dreamscape would have been affected. Don't feel burdened by this. Even without that Stellaron inside you, Aventurine would still have found other methods to accomplish his goal. Let's just believe in Miss Acheron. And given her prowess, I don't think we've got anything to worry about.
So, what are your thoughts on Gallagher?
During your investigation, he shared a vital piece of information. Mikhail, the former watchmaker who collaborated with the family to construct the Penacony we're familiar with today, had a falling out with the family for specific reasons. But this is
apparently they committed some
precisely where
sins.
the problem lies. You were clearly investigating a murder, so then why, as a security officer, is he changing the subject to talk about his past?
Exactly.
Watchmaker.
Exactly. Why did he do
Now,
that?
with Firefly mentioning his name again, it's hard not to be suspicious.
Not to mention his confrontation with said Sunday, and then learning that he killed Robin. He took her life. Regarding Firefly and crew.
Before we found you, she'd already revealed her Stellaron Hunter identity and shared a lot of information.
Ah, I see.
Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? For her, this is a secret that she can't allow others
can't
to
let others know.
That being the case, I think we can believe she's willing to cooperate.
You know what? Here's a question
But
mark.
she
Just a
didn't
moment.
reveal all her secrets. I just can't shake the feeling that her situation is different from that of the typical dreamer.
Right.
And I hope that doesn't lead to any dangerous predicaments.
I wonder if there are other Sams out there. I mean, she's one. I mean, I've checked out some videos of maybe like Glamith might be gone. Maybe she's the only survivor. Or is she not the only one? Right now, we're just dealing with her at the moment. So it's interesting, yeah, young girl inside that suit. But it's her medical cabin, so it's keeping her alive. It makes me wonder what kind of disease, what kind of, like, what's happening to her.
I hope you've regained a little composure.
I think she mentioned it prior,
We'll
but
move
I
out
was
when
trying to
you're
recall
ready.
everything. Trying to recall so much. Okay. Yeah, look at this place. Look at it. Well behind the door. Open red light. Blah, 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 blah. Muddled vagrant.
Welcome to heaven. Dreams, true or false?
Whoa.
All are ephemeral.
Uh-oh.
Might as well drink more Soul Glad instead.
Oh, man. Well, I said muddled for a reason. Darn it, those were darn good products, and the robbers took them all. I was too careless. I shouldn't have fallen for such an obvious trap. It's fine as long as our people are still around. We can find a way to produce another batch of dream bubbles. Dream bubbles. One day we'll have them pay back everything that belongs to us. Twofold. Got some gangs here. You got the
Keep
bot
going
there.
straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the Land of the Exiles.
Oh, I got some birds here. Yeah, get out of there. Yeah, I tend to skip that. It was dark after you left. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, next. Oh, look at this. Got a Bourdieu dancing over there.
Did you also get kicked out of the beautiful dream? I want to go back. But then I don't want to go back.
Because it's so
Tell me
fake
what I
to
should
you.
do. I don't know what to do.
This is really changing a lot of perspective here. What was considered to be a fantastical dreamland turned out to be nothing more than, well, many terms to describe what the heck just happened. Oh, there's a bird right there. There it is. Give me that treasure. Okay.
Hi there, friend from a distant land.
I
hear the Watchmaker's
hello?
legacy is right here. Let's say we go treasure hunting.
with that filet, however term you want to describe it. Dance moving, you 2-step, 3-step. What, bro? You trying to do the swinging dance, like, bro. Okay, I'm gonna leave you to your dance of happiness. He doing the happy dance. He doing the happy dance. Basketball, ladies and gentlemen. You just gotta do the happy dance. I missed that movie. That was so funny. Okay. Maybe they're like, I'm so old. I'm still young and fresh.
What a huge Clockie.
Whoa.
Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
Clockie and Captain Revolver Part 1. Yeah, dude, look at that. It's pointing up. Let's wonder what's up there. Okay. Oh, there was a glowing spot right there. Ah! I don't know if I'm able to go back down and click on that. Yeah, we're going all the way to the top. I'll click on that thing later.
To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape, and all beyond the family's reach.
Yeah, because I can always come back. It's fine.
The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that in the beautiful dream.
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. The sky here, it's like a reflection of the 12 dreamscapes. What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the facilities are very comprehensive. It seems that there are quite a number of people living here.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. Hard not to speculate on the connection. But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's meet up with Himeko and the others first.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people there. And perhaps someone knows where she is.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation. In the meantime, I'll try and locate Gallagher.
So she gonna look for Gallagher,
Sure.
huh?
Let's reconnect later.
All right.
Letting her go was the right decision.
Misha
Further observations are needed before we
and
decide
Clockie.
whether to trust her.
They're
First,
down here.
There's someone I need to talk to. Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Oh. Yep, I saw him right away.
Right over there.
You spotted
the
him
Reverie
too.
Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful dream. We'd better check, just to be sure.
Perfect for me.
Yeah, I'll...
Illegal for me to steal.
Yeah, so I can always head down to check that glowing spot. Knock them down, try to run that person, kind of tough. You know, sit in that can. What's up? All right, I mean, as much as I could explore this whole area, let's just go on with the quest line. Let's just get going.
You're the guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And who might this be?
Welt can see him.
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend! Let's high five!
Yeah, Mr. Dang, you can see him.
Your memory zone meme?
Nope. Clockie is a good friend of mine. We all live here.
Really? You live down here?
Get here. This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
Sleepy?
So this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
Is Sleepy?
This Sleepy.
Is this the deaf meme?
Can you describe what it looks like?
Hold on.
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks
It is.
and has
What?
many eyes, but it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
There we go. There we go. So Gallagher's commanding that thing, and he's aware of it. So it's called. He calls it Sleepy. This is like a normal thing.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family.
Well, we're getting some answers right now.
Here,
obviously,
couldn't be further from the truth.
I mean, this is obvious, but yeah.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
What?
Has it brought back any guests recently? Say,
I mean,
in the last day or two?
Stabbing.
We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
The stabbing thing it does seem a bit like
Then
oddly
you'll have to speak
painful.
with Gallagher, but he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed.
Wow.
Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for, is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
Yep. I figure she's down here.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful dream, but its safety is unmatched. How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together. She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon. So there should be enough time.
All right.
The trailers use like some kids.
Follow your plan.
So,
Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser.
I know that name's Sleepy. I mean, I could pick that, but I mean, I don't know if you say Gallagher's behind. I mean, of course he controlled it, and it sends people. So that's with Gallagher there. Huh. But then that name's Sleep. I know that name's Sleepy. I could pick that, but I really want to pick this. I mean, let me know what y'all think. I'll probably look it up. I'll probably look up the dialogue and say, "Oh, what is that name, Sleepy? What does he say?" And then I'll probably read it out loud. Oh, that's what he says. Okay.
Yes, that's my thinking as well. I'm not entirely certain, but we still have to find him.
We gotta find him though. I got questions, bro.
Say, you mentioned before that you saw Clockie that only you could see, right?
Yeah, you also saw him too, Mr. Yang.
Can't shake off this strange feeling.
Yeah, you're still young. Yes, you are young at heart.
Young at heart.
Yep.
Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow Misha.
Let's go. We're getting some answers. Let's see, where is it?
Everyone, look!
Whoa.
From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dreamflux.
What is that?
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
Miss Kami? Miss Kami. Yeah, I'm just moving along. I mean, I could have dialogues here and there, but, you know, I'm not trying to dilly-dally, delay too much. Ah, that's where most strategic. Ah, I hear the singing. Here's Grace. Oh, that's cute. What are you singing? Trees of my destiny. There's a famous piece by Robin. If I can stop one heart from breaking. Ah. Oh, that was her. Oh, okay. Astana. Thank you for your hard work. There was nothing really. I got in his dialogue. I'm like, let me get out of here. Yeah, let's just move it. Let's move it.
Look, there she is.
Manhole cover the hunt. Oh, that's Kami.
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. My hypothesis was correct. This place will cease to exist as the dream devours everything. Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear.
Then why aren't you leaving?
Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in memoria dynamics, and this is my life's work that I'm researching.
Okay.
See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of memoria has recently changed, and it's faster than ever before. It's almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side. By constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results.
All right.
After 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist. Just like the melting of glaciers, everything will crumble and disintegrate. The dreams on that side of the void will fuse into one.
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss Kami isn't a bad person. She's just a bit lost in her own world. She'll probably realize she's wrong soon enough.
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest.
Yeah, who is Madame Rosalina?
Madame Rosalina.
Pronounced it right. Nice.
Do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of memoria dynamics?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements. Could you tell us a little more about them?
Why, of course. She's an excellent scholar of memoria dynamics, and the first person to apply memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers.
Ah, okay.
Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind.
Oh wow.
I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of memoria. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof. I must convince everyone.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar to you?
I think it was it one of the nameless mentioned by the conductor? Maybe.
That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef.
So she was one of the nameless.
Before abruptly passing away.
Miss Katie regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the Penacony of today. It's people building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy.
Perhaps.
Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
Whoops. I didn't mean to have dialogue with you. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I'm just gonna skip. Bye.
I felt it. The source is in the golden hour.
Wow, look at that. I think in the what do you call the mirror world thing with remembrance and all that, I think you see that in the background or something. I think. I think so. Well, let's go there.
Let me go.
Uh-oh.
Please, come to your senses. I'm begging you.
Hey, it's March 7th. There you go. What's going on?
Ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? Mr. Yang and Miss Trailblazer. I've been
Because she appeared out of nowhere or something?
Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. He was so scared and I just wanted to calm him down. But...
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death?
Oh.
Well, this is how it turned out.
Now you shall pay respect to March 7th, Ghost of Dreamflux Reef.
Me? A ghost? Don't make me hit you. He
I want to
thinks
play
he's
that.
dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Because you thought you died, but...
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dreamflux Reef.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have pushed my luck and tried sleeping in my dream. Curiosity kills the Papeshi.
The Papeshi. The Papeshi. Oh, but... Invisible who?
Stop asking! You'll alert the monsters! All the dead are right here. All of them!
I feel sorry. They're scared out of their wits after...
You're not talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
Don't say that name! It's all your fault.
Because so many people fell victim to it, but... All it did is just transfer them here. What? We're getting into a fight? Finally, what do we got?
Everything came together as one. My turn. Stay right there while I give you a present.
Let's get that straight.
Try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
I know, it's been all this dialogue, finally get to a fight. It's like, I finally made it to something, gotta fight, something.
We have the upper hand. Ready for another? Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The Omniscia sees through you.
Okay.
With all my power, try the future. Commencing soon.
And there we go. I mean, I just switch.
His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
Ah.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
Yeah.
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call.
A wake-up call, you
But
say?
we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him somewhere safe?
We can ask Jesse for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this
Hydra,
place feels like the
Mad
real dreamscape.
Nice name. Yeah, Nancy. You, what is it? Cello, right?
I knew you couldn't hold your liquor.
Got the clock.
I tried to warn you too.
Yeah, kind of skipping most of the puzzle stuff. Just kind of like making them progress. Okay. I mean, I might probably stop here, but let's see how this goes. How far this goes right here.
Is it evening?
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
I see. Another poor guy who accidentally ended up here. I'll take care of him. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
Do such things often happen here?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess it's one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
Sweet Dreams collapse.
This man has
Oh
had
boy.
quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
You're talking about Robin.
A Halovian lady?
That must be Robin. She's also here in Dreamflux Reef.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right. If Firefly is here safe and sound, then it means Robin must be okay too.
Misha is about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himeko. You were with her earlier, right?
We met some stowaways in the residential area. Most of them came from neighboring star systems. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean. They existed before the family arrived. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place and the Sweet Dream.
Himeko must be gathering information. Let's hurry up and get going.
I mean, I don't know. Do I want to continue? I mean, I'm kind of...
There have been a lot of new faces lately.
So we're trying to look for Himeko. Manhole Code of Preservation. The other one was the Hunt. Now what's this one? Manhole Cover of Nihility. There are 7 manhole covers. Gotcha. Oh man, you are sleeping right there. Yeah, get out.
This is where we split up. She can't be too far away.
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Micah.
Himeko, here they are.
Who is this guy?
Perfect timing.
Micah.
Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in
Micah.
charge of the Land of the Exiles.
Ah.
Micah, these are my companions.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
You know us?
Yeah, nice coat there, by the way.
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes.
I wonder why it was isolated.
Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
The Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild chaos.
So, guardian of sorts.
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
On that note, Mr. Micah, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something of interest there.
Okay.
But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
Yeah, and I wonder about that.
Guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
The steam from under the manhole covers united in Saul. Joy. The manhole cover of harmony.
I remember when this place was all hustling and bustling.
Son of a bird, huh? Manhole cover of abundance. There will be a... Yeah, I know I'm still playing it, but it'll be a time point. I mean, we're getting some theories now is being answered at this point. Yeah, so Gallagher is the one charged of the sleep. There you are, Robin.
There she is.
Sleepy.
Everyone
Which is the death meme.
Wonderfully. Wow. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable insights from it.
Wait, you know what I'm thinking? I just realized
enough,
something.
Robin. Well,
Did she
these
personally...
kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
Either Gallagher came up and took her out, or
I merely taught
to
them
bring her here
It was you who brought hope into their lives.
without her knowing, or she knew
Life must be quite
Found
difficult
out.
for them in reality, I imagine.
and wanted him to take her
That's right.
life in the sweet
Whenever
dream
it's time
to bring
to
her
say
here
goodbye to these
on
kids,
purpose.
They're reluctant to leave.
I'll
I've
see.
explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef.
Just had that thought.
Talked to everyone I met. And they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
It seems you truly are a child of the harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength. And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Right, I hope so.
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony.
So this whole sweet dreams collapse.
My voice is just one of the signs of the sweet dreams collapse.
The sweet dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
So the Madam
While I was
Rosalina.
away from Penacony, the
All of them
boundaries of the
mentioned
12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony.
Ah, so now, okay.
Following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers,
So she found out.
I found my way here.
Right.
The Land of the Exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the sweet dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the sweet dream.
So there's definitely a great deal of deception, obviously.
But rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
Interesting.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer.
Well, what's the answer?
I've decided to forgo my role and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage
Oh, okay. Sunday's probably not gonna like that.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Or apparently he got stabbed.
Looks like a
So where in the world is he
Charmony
right
dove.
now?
But Charmony
He'll be
doves
down
don't
there,
live
but
here.
where?
So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling.
Why did Sunday
Let's
was
take
so
it with
eager
us.
to
We can put it on
have
a wooden
such a
shelf in front of your window.
place of festivity so much? And unity in this family, so to
That
speak.
must have a beautiful singing voice.
I just want to understand him, his motives and everything.
Where will
Like,
it live?
I'm just suspecting that
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
he's gonna be one of the key villains. He's probably gonna be disagreement.
Freedom to fly, right?
He wants her to perform the Charmony Festival, so I'm just
Let's
saying
see.
he's not gonna like that.
What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
It's a good question.
Even if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing, it didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds. They should be flying free in the sky.
There's the orange colors right there.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
Wait, is that supposed to be the
I
dream
think she's right.
keeper?
But if we
The
leave
voice
it out
sounds
in the
familiar.
wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
His voice sounds so familiar. The kind voice.
I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure.
Very taunting, a little
Let me
haunting.
tell you youngsters a story.
I think this was the dream keeper.
As
The
you
kind
probably
voice.
know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers
Was it
against
Dream
the
Maker or
atmosphere
Dreamkeeper?
creates amazing lights.
I think it's Dream Maker, right?
They look like shooting stars.
Please someone correct me. I was like, ah!
We've seen
I had it. I know it was Dream
so
something.
many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do.
It's just the
That's
voice
not
sound
the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations. Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground, so to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air.
I'm just waiting for this build something
After
very
countless
haunting in his
attempts
voice,
by many generations,
in his story.
one
Say
of
something
them
dark.
finally
Just by the way his
figured
voice
out
is.
how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination, right?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
It's a way to put
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because
I want it to live. No
Wait a
matter
minute.
what.
Wait a minute. The bird's colors remind me of.
It seems each of you has found your own answer.
Is that supposed to be?
Your insights are true.
The bird is like his sister,
And
Robin.
I hope
Bird, Robin.
in their own way.
So it's showing the perspectives here, like the way he views Robin.
Won't we, brother?
Remember when she was losing her voice?
Yeah.
It's like you wanting to take care of her until like
Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
Mr. Gopherwood. So that's the guy's
And
name.
what might that be, my son?
Mr. Gopherwood.
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean,
It's like an allegory
if there are
about
fledglings
Robin
in this world that can
being
never
the bird.
fly throughout their lives.
And the brother holding her
Should
like in
we
a
let them
cage.
go back
Oh,
to the
dude.
sky?
I'm just
Just
going
see them
around
crash to the ground and die.
just analyzing lore. That's all I'm doing. Crashing
Rocking in
guy,
your
bro.
sleep, birdie? Time to wake up.
Gallagher. What? Huh.
Huh? Need a hand?
So, gotcha.
I'm still alive?
So you definitely intended for him to come down here.
Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
Well,
If you wanted to kill
with the
me,
the
you
meme
wouldn't give
doing
me the
it, but
chance
yeah,
to speak.
that's a way of putting it.
Just
Like
tell
he
me
stabbed
your
him
demands,
in a way.
lackey of the watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families.
Yeah, the Dream Master. There you
like
go. I
I
said
made the
Dream
right
Keeper,
choice.
Dream Maker, Dream Master.
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is
Fictionology.
running out, so let's drop the charades.
So you're a
I'm
fictionologist.
suggesting we cooperate.
Huh. He's of the historic fictionologist.
What makes you think I'd cooperate?
That's the Enigmata.
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
And here she comes. Well, it's Firefly.
Trick this time.
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
Yes, you owe a lot of
That'd be
explanation,
great.
bro.
Please follow me, Honorable Oak family head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
There are two types of groups and factions under the Enigmata. You have the Riddlers and the fictionologist. So
This
he's
is
a
the monument
fictionologist.
I mentioned earlier. The names
Because in
inscribed on
fictionology.
it should
Wow.
be familiar to all of you.
Rosalina and
Tiernan. Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah,
They died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable.
Oh,
He led the
gunslinger.
people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace.
A skilled gunslinger.
In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Astana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system.
The Lampmoth family.
Only to be surrounded, wiped out by the swarm.
Oh, wow.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet?
There's one with no names
There are
carved
no
on
names
it.
carved on it.
Oh, what's
When
all that about?
Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again.
There's
Everyone
Gallagher.
from the Astral Express.
Robin.
I really need some explanations, bro. For real. Okay, there's a lot of people to talk to right now. So before I talk to him, let me...
Huh. The atmosphere sure is livened up with all these people in here.
Brother. There's no need for words. You're safe. And that's all that matters.
I did my job. I gathered everyone here. Gallagher will explain the rest to you. Take care.
I brought Gallagher here. It's time to face the truth.
Well, let's do this. That'd be a good note to end
give the
this
siblings some privacy.
vid.
So let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh, is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
Right? I mean, sheesh.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything.
Thank you.
The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker.
And the one who sent out that
the one who
invitation.
sent out that invitation.
Huh. It was you.
As Gallagher, the history fictionologist.
Fictionologist.
I
Right.
humbly extend my greetings to you
I was
all.
wondering if he was one of the two factions. I could have sworn he was a
fictionologist?
So he's a history fictionologist.
So what? Everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
Which is a big hearty no.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy. Inviting different factions, stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you.
The Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony.
So is there a
free flowing
Stellaron that's
interstellar
been hidden
hub.
here
There
this
are
whole time?
No signs of contamination whatsoever.
Because we haven't had a sign or anything.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
The Stellaron has been completely sealed?
I wish that were the truth. But if that were the case, I wouldn't have invited all of you.
So someone's manipulating the
The
Stellaron.
sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air.
Right.
If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island.
To achieve this feat, without the help of an Emanator of Remembrance or Enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron.
So someone used a Stellaron to beat
That's
up.
not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
It itself is a Stellaron disaster. Wow.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power.
Remember what happened at
Most
Urilo
use their
6?
words, but there are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives.
Yep.
The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With 2 of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity.
Oh
By the
boy,
time
what is
a
that?
representative from the Montour system's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
Uh-oh.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony.
Huh.
Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland? It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape.
Wow.
It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream.
Controlled with the dreamscape. The sweet dream.
Confusion, laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses that plagued humanity were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more
Literally.
impenetrable than the previous one.
Wow.
Sadly, we realized
It
it was
literally
too late.
became another prison.
Then the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my
I know
wit's
something
end,
was up.
I had to use the power of the Enigmata and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use.
The fictionalized the
Dormancy.
meme.
That's
Dormancy.
its real name.
Oh.
We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
They mentioned dormancy.
So this
That's right.
is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
Huh.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
Oh man, I want to see this traitor.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
What?
If that's the case,
So
where is
it's
the
just the
Stellaron now?
Stellaron.
That's
It's
a
not
question
legacy.
for
It's not
Mr.
even
Wings.
just the Stellaron.
The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
You talking about Sunday? Do I want to
Go ahead. I'm sure Mr. Wings holds all the answers.
I mean, I'm getting close. I've been recording for a while. It's like, oh, do I want to continue? Well, Let's finally get this answer for good.
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
Come on now, speak.
Is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
So it's the Grand Theater.
As I suspected. It's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within a sweet dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact
the
Mr.
Dream Master.
Gopherwood,
That's where
the current Dream Master.
This voice, I knew it.
Well,
I was right. Call it. That was his voice,
Did
Mr.
you
Gopherwood, the
conduct
Dream
your
Master.
own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
Oh,
I didn't
wait a
have
minute.
other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him.
I wonder if that Dream Master's a bad guy.
Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What if he's using the Stellaron? That's why he's...
To be honest,
wow.
My brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself. For the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master.
Oh boy.
And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Miss Trailblazer?
Nah, I'd surrender. Ain't nothing to fear no more. We'd win.
That line actually makes me a bit nervous.
Rest assured,
Not to me.
Sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations. And could make all the difference if things
Yeah.
get ugly.
Yeah. Well, be careful there.
Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
Well, I'm going to stop right here. Because, well, I know Welt has to say something. I'll continue in the next video. So, this is EXP Story Gamers, just ending the gameplay so far. I mean, with all the dialogue that just happened now, I mean, we're just getting so many answers. See, I knew, bro. Let me do this. Let me do this right here before I end this. I'm gonna do this for the sake of finally getting some clarity with this. So the history fictionologist, right? History is not mirth and truth. Reality can be distorted. We should let the past cease to stay in the past. It only exists in the here and now in our brains where everyone can embellish it. The 5 millennia avoided by history fictionologist Ludo Khan. There is evidence that history fictionologists are a group of emanators that were enlightened by aeons. They often plunge into the sea of stars alone, traveling planet to planet with the sole purpose of fabricating, obscuring, destroying, and erasing the local history. History fictionologists believe that the past determines the future. When a civilization's history is definite, its future development is doomed as all possibilities are eliminated, leaving only a sad and rigid path forward. In order to save these worlds from the sad fate of objectivity, history fictionologists consider Enigmata as their only creed and are determined to shroud the universe in mystery. History fictionologists carry out their mission of destroying history alone and decisively with an altruism that is difficult to comprehend. Their views are poorly misunderstood by most, and their blatant hatred of objective facts is somewhat extreme. Many worlds are beginning to realize the irreversible and tangible damage that these emanators of Enigmata have caused to culture. Across the cosmos, history fictionologists have a reputation comparable to that of the Antimatter Legion. Let's destroy everything for what it's. The Intelligentsia Guild has publicly denounced them. The Antimatter Legion destroys matter, but the history fictionologists destroy the very universe itself. So they consider it definitely a threat in a way to culture and other worlds. Record stamp in view of the fact that this entry has been edited with unknown attribution, is hereby declared that this entry is inapplicable to any reference and will no longer be updated. You have Mythos the Enigmata. He's a pathstrider of the Enigmata, history fictionologist. He barely lied. I mean, he still told some truths, but he's doing things like the family accepted him back was one of the lies. And then one thing he said he was like 13 years old or something, which is really interesting, but I think there's a meaning to that. I've seen videos on that. Okay. Well, this is EXP signing off on the case for today. Closing the book on this story for now. We're continuing with the quest Public Enemy next time. Bye-bye. And hope you've been blessed. Hope you've enjoyed it. Take care. God bless. And have a good one. See ya.